It's your boy, back at it again with another amazing episode of the Exercise Application Assignment. It is episode 19? I think. I don't know. Let's see. What did we do today? We did the incline chest press machine, loved that one. Did some weighted dips, getting better on those. Some cable curls, some rope hammer curls, just trying something a little bit different. We got some dumbbell lateral raises, rear delt fly machine, shoulder press machine. And I had to use the shoulder press machine that I don't like as much with the cable system instead of the plate loaded system. We got the forearm flexions with the cable, forearm extensions with the cable. I even threw in some pronations. So like you grab the tricep rope, you do like this, some pronations. But I didn't write that down because I was doing that for fun. And then I did some cable crunches. That's pretty alright. I had to stack the cable crunch machine, which is problematic. I like to do my cable crunches actually on the big like lat pull down thing. At Planet Fitness at my hometown, they have one where it's like there's a pad against it, which is really meant for doing tricep extensions. You can put your back against it for stability. But there's not one of those here, which is mildly aggravating. But let's talk about it. So obviously you gotta breathe when you exercise. So when your diaphragm contracts, it flattens and it creates a pressure gradient. So think about it, flattens and it pulls your lungs like this. It's almost like an accordion. Air is going to be intaken because the pressure within your lungs is less than that of the pressure of the atmosphere. And then when your diaphragm relaxes, it's going to decrease the volume of the lungs, which is going to increase the pressure relative to the atmosphere, and so you exhale. When it comes to the muscles that assist in that, your external intercostals are going to help lift your chest, and then your internal intercostals are going to help you breathe out during forced expiration. When would you forcibly expirate? When you're hyperventilating during exercise that is intense. So we have a conducting zone. I like to think about the conducting zone as just a series of tubes, and then when you get to your respiratory zone, that's where the goo is. Wherever you have a lot of goo, if there's goo in holes, that's where exchange is taking place. So really the alveoli and the alveolar sacs are your gooey places where stuff's being exchanged. The rest of it is pretty much just transducing the oxygen. So you have dead space, essentially. Another part of it is like you have this dead space where, yeah, there's air there, but there's no exchange happening. It's just kind of there. Let's see. Yeah, so your body's going to respond to changes in pH, not a lack of oxygen. So that's why you can kill yourself by sitting in your garage with the windows down and closing the door. And you'll just breathe in carbon monoxide. And as long as you're able to exhale, you're chilling, you just pass away. That's really dark, but that's why it works, and why a lot of people choose that to, go out. Talking more about the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. So left shift is when, what is it? That's when we're going to favor oxygen onloading, and then the opposite is a right shift, where we're going to favor oxygen offloading. So that's the Bohr effect. It occurs with heavy exercise due to decrease in blood pH. So at a constant pH, offloading for O2 is inversely related to temperature. So if you're in a colder environment, you're going to favor oxygen onloading. I'd be curious as to why this is like people born in Iceland, why they're generally so good at strength sports. Is it because they have like some sort of weird baseline when it comes to their oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve because they're in a colder environment? I mean, they do tend to have bigger thoracic cavities in more northern, colder climates. So I would honestly be super interested to see about that. But I think that'll do it for this episode.